Oh, I hope this was recording, because if I wasn't recording, that would be so funny. Hey there, you've reached Tsitsi's Corner. Be sure to subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I'll get back to you. Hi everyone, hi, my name is Tsitsi and you are in Tsitsi's Corner. If you are new here, honey, I don't know where you've been, but better late than never. So welcome to the family. Smash that subscribe button to join the family, because we are building a clan here. We are a whole tribe. If you are a returning subscriber, love, thank you so much for tuning back in. I hope you brought a friend today. Like, comment, let's communicate, in the comment section. So as you guys can see from the title, today I'm going to be talking about working as a student in Germany, and at the end I will give you guys some insights into the types of jobs I've done or places I've worked and what I thought about them. But I have my notes here because I'm recording on my phone. Okay, so if you are thinking about coming to Germany as a student, coming to study in Germany, you're probably thinking, am I gonna be able to work? Can I make some money at the side? And I got some good news for you, because the answer is yes. Yes, you can work in Germany as a student. I know some countries have weird rules, but Germany is kind, and you can work up to 20 hours a week during the semester, and then you can work 40 hours a week during the vacations or during the breaks and all that. So your permit or your work permit will state that you can work 120 days a year, or 240 half days a year, and I think the half days is like 4 hours a day, and that qualifies as a half day. But I don't have any experience with that. I've been working at least 5 hours or something like that a day, so I only know about the 120 days a year. And at the moment, as I'm recording this, the minimum wage has just been raised to 12 euros per hour. So if you do the math, 12 euros per hour, at the very most 20 hours a week, whatever you get times 4, that's what you could be making in a month as a student. It's not bad. You can pay your health insurance and rent with that. And so if you're coming as an international student, probably you get your visa and then you now come into Germany, you won't be able to work the instant you get here. This is because most countries like Zimbabwe, you only get your travel visa. You don't get a work visa, if I can say that. I know some countries do, and you get one page with your visa and another page with a work permit that allows you to work. But for Zimbabwe, for example, I got 3 months visa, which I came with, and then during those 3 months, I applied for my residence permit, and the permit gave me a work permit on the side. So if you are lucky, I know someone from Haiti who actually has a work permit with their visa. He just came and started working immediately. Like, that's possible for some countries. So you need to get your residence permit first, and it takes a while. You actually have to do a city registration first, then use your registered address to now apply for your residence permit, and that whole process, if everything goes smoothly, might take up to a month. Now, take into account that you come probably confused for the first week, you don't know where to register the address and figure it out later. So let's just say the 3 months they give you in your visa is enough. Most of the jobs, however, I think this is very important. You can't really do them if you are coming as a student with zero German. If you've learned German in your country and you know the language, then you can easily find a job and you can start working immediately. But most of the jobs that, let me say, we students can do don't require you to be talking to the customer. So there are jobs that you just work, probably in a warehouse, in a kitchen. If you're in a restaurant, probably not serving. But yes, you can do all these jobs. And as your German gets better, you can have more jobs to pick from, basically. Now, as a student, this is actually the most important part. We have many jobs, and many jobs are where you work, and the maximum you work or you can make in that month is 450 euros. This is not taxed, so you just go work your 450, you take it home. But then if you do student jobs or part-time jobs, full-time jobs, and you make more than 450, you would then be taxed from that 450 euros. And I'll explain from the other places how this can be different, but basically if you make more than 450, you are taxed. And this part, honestly, I think this was everything that I know about working as a student in Germany. And now I'm just going to let you guys know where I worked, what I did, how it went, and what I'm doing at the moment. So my first ever job that like I signed a contract for here was at Burger King. So I worked at Burger King for maybe 6 or 7 months, and then I actually worked in two different locations. I got transferred to a different one later, which was a bit closer to school, which was nice. And what can I say? Honestly, it was not bad. I just didn't like the commute. The first one where I was working in the train station, like the main train station, and that one also got very busy when there were football games because so many people would come and somebody would order 100 cheeseburgers because they have their friends and they want to go with them and eat the whole time. So that was hectic. And then the new location I was moved to later was really in a residential area, so it was only people coming there to eat dinners and whatnot, so it wasn't as busy. But that was my first ever job, and that for me was a mini job, and that was where I was making just 450, not taxed. And then my next job, this one I said I would explain this later. I worked through an agency. So there are different agencies here that help students or anyone for that matter get a job. And they have contracts with these big logistics companies or these packaging companies or even clothing companies. And then they give them workers like me. So yes, I went, I think the first one, I don't know if I should say the names, but I don't think it matters. But yes, the first one I worked with was called GPS, or is called GPS, and I worked with them at HelloFresh. If you know, if you don't know HelloFresh, they just pack basically food stuff. How do I explain HelloFresh? Um, we were packing a whole meal in one box. So one tomato, one onion, one clove of garlic, some part of the salmon, some beans. So enough to make a meal. And if you are making a meal for 5, you just get those things times 5 for a meal of 5 or whatever. And that's where I worked. We were packing food. And this contract was with the agency, so the agency paid the tax. So even though I was working more than 450, I wasn't taxed, or at least I was taxed, but it didn't show on my payslip. That was HelloFresh, my second contract. And then after HelloFresh, I worked at Zola. Zola was also through GPS and the same agency I worked with. And this one, we were packing advent calendars, and like it was around Christmas, like toward I think around this time, October, and we were packing just chocolates and candies in those advent calendars. And then I glued so much cardboard together, and it was so much. And for HelloFresh, actually, let me go back. You're working in like an assembly line of sorts. One person puts the garlic, one person puts the onion, one puts the tomato, and it's fast. And one at the end rolls the bag, closes it, and puts it in a box, and it continues to the next line. So you have to be very, very fast. Like speed is the most important thing there. Now back to Zola. I said, like I mentioned, I packed advent calendars. It was okay, honestly. The people, the one thing I liked about them was if they say we start at 8, they start at 8. And when we finish at 4, even if you're in the middle of gluing your last box, you will drop it and leave. And I really appreciate it. And then after Zola, where are my notes? Notes, hello. Hey, sorry. After Zola, I worked at Primark. This experience honestly gave me a better I became a better shopper after working at H&M and Primark. I worked at both of them actually. And what I was basically doing was still with the agency. I was given a section in the shop that maybe I was responsible for the wool clothes in the female or in the ladies section. And when somebody comes and they fold thing wrong, I fold it back. When they take the jacket or the wool pants somewhere, they drop them in the glasses or the underwear section. I have to pick them up, bring them back, make sure things are arranged from extra small to extra large. So there was order, and it's a whole section for that. So I did that. It was okay. I did like maybe I think 5 hours maximum, so it wasn't so bad, and I didn't go there a lot. It was probably, I can count maybe 4 or 5 times that I worked with Primark. And the same thing with H&M, but H&M is a bit smaller, so it was a bit nicer. But after that, personally, when I go shopping now, I will fold it back the way I found it, and I will not drop anything I don't want to buy at some random place. I will bring it back because it was hectic, but I enjoyed it. Then with its team, another agency, I worked at BLG, and BLG is one of the biggest logistics. Is it logistics? Yes, one of the biggest logistics companies in Germany. And whilst I was there, I was working in. We were packing car parts basically. Very funny story. I quit after a week, not because okay it was hard, but it's not that hard. It wasn't that hard, but I did quit. So we were packing car parts, maybe steering wheels or car bumpers, and we have to wrap them, put them in a box, and layer them together, make sure they're safe, and then seal the box. Use those things that we dried. I remember the name of them. I'll show you a picture or something, and move them because they were really heavy stuff. And I don't think you can do that as a student because it was really, yeah, the time is really a lot, and you have to work every day, literally Monday to Saturday. So no, as a student you can't do it. Then I worked at Amazon actually as a what are they called, warehouse worker basically. Yes, and Amazon was I think 3 or 4 months, which was fine, and I worked about 4 hours to 6 hours a day, which was also fine because I had school alongside the Amazon job. You had to be very fast, like very fast, because they can, well, you get a scanner as you're working, and if you are too slow they can tell, and they'll come and call you that, hey Tsitsi, you are not working as fast. And I know somebody who actually had to be let go because they're not fast enough. So you have to be very quick. These were the warehouse jobs or jobs that you don't necessarily need German to do. So when you come to Germany as a student in your first month, first week, first few months, you might be working at one of these places. If you go get a job in a restaurant, for example, you probably can be a waitress or a waiter. You will be working in the kitchen, doing the dishes, helping the chef, maybe cutting and all that, because you don't speak enough German to communicate with the customers. But with time, you can obviously advance to that. I know friends who have worked in bars, making drinks and all that. So there's a whole lot you can do. Others work as cashiers in stores. With the better your German, the more options you have, honestly. And then I've done 2 internships, which I plan to do a different video talking about internships because that's a whole different vibe. And for my internships, I think about 85% of the time for both of them, I was doing home office. So that's going to be a different video. So yes, these are the jobs I have done. Oh, but wait. I think we're done with the not part of this video. This is gold, like gold. So my first year, was it first year? I think so. I think in my first year, yes. Me and my 2 friends, who I will not mention because I don't have their permission, we were quite broke. And at the end of the second semester, this was around May, June of our first year. So like we finished the 2 semesters, and we were very, very broke. So we decided, you know what, let's come up with something to make money quick. And when you're moving out of campus, you have to clean your room thoroughly, otherwise the university will charge you. Like, they are not nice about, they don't charge you like they know you. So we said, hey guys, we sent a small email. We are offering cleaning services and we will clean your room for this much, and we can clean your bathroom as well for this much. Just make sure your room is completely empty. We'll clean the walls, remove any marks, we'll clean the floor, we'll mop, we'll do the bathroom, scrub the shower, the glass in the shower, everything for this much. We thought we'd get 5 people or so. No. So many people signed up. We were so busy for like 2 or 3 weeks. That was really my first job in Germany. I don't know if that was allowed to do because we didn't have, I don't know, but we had so many people that we had to make a schedule, like a sign up sheet. People would sign up, choose the time and all that, and I was proud. I remember that after the money came, I framed 10 euros from that money in a frame and kept it for like a year, because that was like my first hard-earned money. But one thing I learned from that experience is people be nasty. People. Oh, I'm like, so this person I just met came out of this room. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I won't judge. I wasn't judging, but I was shook. Yeah. So yeah. Oh God. I'm visualizing the rooms I met. Yeah. It was my first basically job, but I don't count it because there was no contract and I don't even know if it was legal. But we did it and we really had a good time cleaning and all that. But I won't do it again. No. And we made money, so I'm happy with that. So that's it, guys. I hope you learned something. This video ends here. I do hope that you enjoyed the video. If you have not, please subscribe to my channel, because like I mentioned, we are a family here. We are building a clan. We are becoming a whole tribe. So like, what are you waiting for? Smash the subscribe button. But what now? Smash that subscribe button and like, share. If you haven't already, like, tell your friends about me, because I mean, look at me, and like, I'm so entertaining, and like I have information that is useful. So like, yeah. If you are a returning subscriber, I want to thank you again, because you make me happy. I really did a dance for you, so like, thank you so much. I really didn't talk much about how the experiences were, just what I did. So if you want to know more about what really went down at these places, just ask. Like, I just ask in the comment section. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.